they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they one wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Angry and friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top
I got
notch.
that chicken to golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Check 26. Check 26. Hey, I need one up here. Detroit. Detroit.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Detroit.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Good work that time to get him to jump. And now here's 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. off to Barkley. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Throwing on first down. Watkins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Watkins voids the target, and he has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They come up first and 10 at the 16. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on second down. Watkins going to throw deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Watkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
The pitch goes to Barkley, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, Loletta. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Watch it now, Barney!
A toss out to Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Barkley, toss play left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
On the run, it's Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit!
This is Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw, Lauletta. And Incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Shifts by him at the 25. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Watkins got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Watkins. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. To throw on second down, Watkins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Mixon with a first down carry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us Offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And New York set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On first down, Lauletta. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Matthews, the intended target.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Watkins. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Operating from the gun. Watkins. And he's going to have to this one is down he goes. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. To throw on third down, Watkins. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now a hit and a loose football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Gone, 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 gone. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over, 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 over.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
A final shot before the break for Lauletta. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Watkins. Now he'll escape to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And the pitch goes to Mixon. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun, Watkins. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They begin with a run by Barkley, and he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gun, gun! Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Lauletta on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink off that.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. Watkins. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Watkins. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
On 1st and 10, Watkins to Mixon on the check down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get ready.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And now out come the Giants. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He's checking crack. Hey, check back.
Well, led on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Lauletta now on second. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. He's going to launch this thing. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, Brendan, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
First down. Watkins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watkins, they'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Silver, Silver.
Gun! 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 Gun!
57 the mic.
Over! 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 Over!
On second down, here's Lauletta. Caught right side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun! 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 All right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
57 the mic. 57 the mic.
Now it's Lauletta. Flushed out right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 All right, here we go. 319. 319.
What we got?
Hut! Hut!
On first down, it's Lauletta. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Throwing on first down. Watkins. He's going to loft one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Watch 13.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Here's Lauletta. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! 56. Lucky 56.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Let's go. Hey, you got to get
Lawletta. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Gone!
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Motion!
On 1st and 10, Lawletta. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Lawletta. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lawletta looking for a 1st down throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. He's going to air one out. This is caught. They give him a gain of 37. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now here's Lawletta. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
All right, here we go.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
No, check. Patriot.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Now let's go. Green 39.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Blue 90. Detroit. Over.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, Watkins. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. New York set to take the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
It's caught. Beckham. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. For Lauletta, one final throw. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Bengals, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So for our entire crew, along